Hi, welcome to another Scrapbook Express Lane video. Today's video is about the Binderie punch from 7 Gypsies. The Binderie is a new, lightweight, compact, portable, and easy-to-use hole punching system for making mini albums and other projects where you need to punch holes. The Binderie operates in two ways. You can either use it by plugging in an adapter for your regular electrical outlet. You can pick that up at just an electronic supply store. It's not included with the punch. Or by pressing on these there's a little bit of a tab marked here. If you just press on that and gently open the bottom, you can see it also operates with 6 AA batteries. This is also the compartment where the little pieces go that get punched for your project, so make sure to go in there once in a while and clean that out. The Binderie punches holes in 2 places, and it's marked on the front by these arrows. It also has a handy centering guide so you have an idea where the center of the project or where the punch is. And on the front, it's hard to see on camera, but down here in this black area there's a ruler with different increments marked out. So if you want to do spacing of your own, you can use that as well. The Binderie also has this very cool spacing bar here that pulls out and clicks to help with spacing, and to show you how we use that in a minute. I'm going to start with a simple 12-inch strip of cardstock. I just have it ready to go. And I'm going to line it up with the first marking here on the end of the Binderie. Push it to the back stop, sort of a stop on the back. Make sure it's up aligned with that. Press the button on the top, it's right here. And you hear that it's drilling the holes. The holes are being drilled in these 2 places, as you can see here. This stop guide is very, very handy. Make sure it's in. You can actually pull it out to the first click. And it has a little button on the top. And all you need to do is take your first hole here, thread it over that button, and slide it back in, again, making sure it's lined up with the back of the Binderie. Press your button again, and you'll notice it has punched holes evenly spaced around the other ones. Pull out this little stop guide, press the button again, and you're going to get perfectly spaced holes every time. Pull it out again. Always wait for that little click, and you'll notice they're perfectly spaced every single time. The little stop guide is out as far as it will go, so how do you get that last punch? Simply pick up your paper and thread your next to the last hole over that little button. Line it up again, making sure it's pressed back. And you end up with perfectly spaced holes across the entire length of project. If you're doing a smaller project and you aren't able to use this guide, or you don't really have any need to because it's a smaller piece, I recommend starting from the center and working your way out. That way you won't end up with a hole that's too close to the edge of your project. I mark my paper. In this case I didn't. I'm just going to eyeball it. Put it in the Binderie. You can either mark your center and line it up with that center marking on the front of the machine, or I will often put my paper in and then move it left to right till I have the same amount of overhang on either side. Or if it's a smaller sheet, even still, I base it on the markings here for the hole punching or the center, and there's that ruler on the front which will also help you. Get it where it needs to go. Remember, you're drilling the 2 holes, the one on the left and one on the right. Just make sure it's in there. Press your button to get your 2 holes punched, and then take this hole, line it up with where the center marking is here on the machine, because now we're trying to use this one to drill a center hole just to give us one more in the center. Line this hole here with the center marking, push it in, and now you have that 3rd hole, so you've got 3 perfectly spaced holes if you were doing a much smaller project. The Binderie works with a variety of materials, multiple sheets of pattern paper and cardstock, regular weight chipboard like this. As you can see, it goes right through it. The project I'm going to show you today is made with bookboard, which is a really heavy-duty weight of chipboard. Here's also another piece of chipboard. You'll know that some chipboard pieces, whether they're pre-cut or they're just scraps that you're using to make mini albums, are different weight. This is a pre-made shape by Basic Gray, and if you know your brands of chipboard, you'll know that these are pretty heavy duty. And I have it marked on this one. I'm actually just putting my little dot where the center is, right here where I know it's going to drill one hole. I'm not very good for centering, so I'm going to try here. Press the button. As you can hear, it drilled right through that with no problem, completely through. It also works on a variety of types of fabric. Lightweight fabric you need to adhere with temporary adhesive to a piece of cardstock to give it a little bit of weight to get through the machine to grab hold and feel stiff enough. Felt, canvas, lightweight leather, lightweight metal. There's a lot of materials you can use in this machine. Here is a project I want to show you that I made with the binderie. This was made with 7 Gypsies book board. It's an 8x8 cover, and all I did was punch my holes. Because it came black, I could immediately go right to the decorating, which was really the fun part. You can see on the back I did some layered border punches and some great new paper called Spiderweb from my mind's eye. This whole album was made with that, as well as the matching die cuts. I used some Quick Cuts fonts on the front to come up with my title, and then just had fun with ribbons here. And the inside, of course, is just all the regular scrapbook products that you know and love. This whole page was made with a piece of Coordinations cardstock. It's black and then sanded on the edges to show the orange core. And then as you can see on this side, that piece of sort of burnt orange color is actually the inside. Here's another piece. I actually embossed it with the Cuttlebug folder and sanded it off. There's lots of cool things you can do in this type of project. And the tags that come with the My Mind's Eye are really good to go with this type of project also, because they're quick and easy and they help make everything look really complete and coordinated right from the beginning. These type of projects I bind with these simple little duck rings or O-rings or bookbinding rings. They come in a variety of sizes as well as colors. And the nice thing about this type of project is that you can open these rings whenever you want. You can add pages, take pages out, move things around, whatever you need to do. It's not bound in such a way that you can't actually make adjustments to your finished project. If you have any questions about the binderie, please send us an email at the blog. And thanks for watching.